Hello everyone, and welcome to my Sister Wives For You channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. After an emotional finale, Sister Wives Season 19 has officially reached its tell-all section. Garrison Brown passed away tragically in the last 2 episodes. To bury Garrison in Wyoming, the Brown family got together for the final time. However, following the tragic family reunion, it appears like the drama is still ongoing. To view the descriptions of the next tell-all, continue reading. Features of Sister Wives. Tell-all Part 2 finally speaking out about Cody and Robyn, Janelle Brown. The Sister Wives tell-alls impending second, third, and fourth installments now have updated descriptions according to TLC. The poster was perplexed as to why the initial section was never described when it was shared on a social media thread. The network claims that Janelle's one-on-one interview, in which she discusses her dislike for Cody and Robyn, will be featured in the second segment of the tell-all. In the episode, Christine will also discuss her disapproval of the term favorite ex-wife. However, Cody's consideration of going on a guy trip with David was what added interest to the second tell-all segment. On June 1, 2025, the second segment of the tell-all will air. Tell-all Part 3, Janelle and Mary keep opposing Cody. Mary will also voice her distrust of Coyote Pass in the third segment of Season 19 tell-all. Cody's property battle with Janelle and Mary was depicted in the previous season. An equal portion of the property was what the two ex-wives desired. To secure their fair portion of Coyote Pass, Janelle and Mary even went so far as to seek expert assistance. Part 3 of the tell-all will also have Janelle talking about button pushing and love bombing after Suki questions her about who gets the luggage rack. It simply demonstrates that Janelle is no longer hiding from Cody. On June 8, 2025, the tell-all Part 3 will debut. Part 4 of Sister Wives. Tell-all Cody Brown talks about a big secret. David Woolley will discuss his opinions on polygamy and the role males played in it in the fourth section of the tell-all. He appears to be attempting to criticize Cody Brown for the way he has handled his wives over the years. Cody will also talk about a college secret he kept from Christine and Janelle during the one-on-one section. Is it possible that before he married Mary, he lost his virginity while attending college? After everything that had transpired between them, Christine began to question what else Cody might be concealing from her. In the meantime, some fans expressed their excitement at the ex-wives' targeting of Cody in their reactions to the tell-all descriptions on social media. Some people don't think David would hang around with Cody. Cody ought to think about going on a trip with his boys. To keep the act going, I believe Cody recommended that David and he go on a male trip. Mary's statement that she didn't trust Coyote Pass and Janelle's expression of distaste for Cody and Robyn are the reasons I'm here. It seems to me that we are regressing. Favorite spouse, favorite former spouse. It's really repetitious. However, Cody has practiced this role over the years, so here we are once more. He is so naive to believe that David would want to accompany him on a boys' trip. Everyone is aware that talking to him about Christine is a bad idea. He believes David will start if he does. David will not waste his time by going on a boys' trip with Cody. Stars of Sister Wives. The living room of Cody and Robyn Brown's previous Flagstaff house has a Western flair, suggesting that they have a taste for Western-themed design. They enjoy a wealthy lifestyle. Cody may have always liked country decor and taste because he wears a David Yurman ring with a wild stallion image. Robyn's ring is identical to his. Even though many Redditors think the couple's taste is appallingly awful, Cody and Robyn did at least come up with a unified concept. Spending time in that living room must have been enjoyable for them. Cody and Robyn have faced off in a number of Wild West confrontations on Sister Wives Season 19. The destiny of Coyote Pass has caused them to become embroiled with Cody's ex-partners, as well as Robyn's former sister wives. Cody sold the land for $1.5 million, and he and Janelle and Mary Brown split the money. Christine Brown rode off into the sunset, bound to meet her true love, David Woolley, but the occasionally grumpy Cody still harbors feelings for her. Cody frequently wears the black hat because, despite his obvious love for Robyn, he is shockingly uneasy with the knowledge that 3 women have left him. Everybody has different tastes. For example, Some individuals love minimalist design, which consists of streamlined, clutter-free spaces with contemporary furniture and accessories. Robyn and Cody most certainly do not fit that description. In actuality, they are maximalists who cram every room to the brim. A Walmart area rug with a Lone Star theme can be seen in the image above, which was shared by Reddit user mind_nugget_goat. It conveys a sense of Texas's tough and independent nature. It evokes images of line dancing, cowboy hats, and delectable Tex-Mex food. This rug serves as the focal point of the room's design and adds the whimsical touch that is essential to completing a themed space. Given how substantial the leather or Naugahyde sofas are, the rug's pattern, which includes some lighter hues, serves to break up some of that heaviness. That does not, however, imply that Architectural Digest will soon publish this questionable but not particularly horrible example of interior design. Unfortunately, it's a room that people ridicule. Perhaps the lower mid-range hotel concept is too prevalent. Some folks may simply not react well to country style. Fans aren't happy with their old living room in Flagstaff, Arizona, or the way the two decorated the other rooms, for whatever reason. This is a little example of the shade they receive in the previously stated Reddit discussion. Cody may have seen Pale Rider. Clint Eastwood played the quiet figure known as Preacher in that iconic Western. However, Cody could favor more recent, but equally rustic entertainment options, such as the popular Netflix series Yellowstone. Robyn may enjoy country music, such as the well-known song, Jesus Take the Wheel, by Carrie Underwood. View the Reddit thread above for images of their house. Except for what they decide to depict on film, and that's a lot, their inner lives are still a mystery. Even though Robyn's core family is shared and maybe overshared, many times, there is still some mystery surrounding their way of life. The fact that their home's decor gives further hints about their true identities is what makes it so entertaining to observe. People's personal choices frequently reflect their personality. The living room above is really one of the more streamlined areas in Cody and Robyn's house, which is full of surprises. Other spaces are overflowing with objects that might hold sentimental and symbolic significance. Cody, for instance, has a collection of Star Wars dolls, some of which are Transformers. The patriarch's affection for showing off and playing with his Millennium Falcon model and robots in disguise, Transformers, is charming. Robyn has 70K dolls of American Girl, all done up in a dazzling fashion, hidden away in her house. Even the clothing zippers are gorgeously beaded, and some of the doll dresses are custom designed. The only real problem is that fans tend to believe the two lead better lives than the other brown women, which feeds a lot of the criticism. Other than that, it's all a lot of fun. Janelle left the marriage with very little money, which was a terrible result for a lady who had spent so much time and effort supporting the family. Although Christine and Mary don't appear to be hard up, it would be reasonable and natural for them to harbor grievances over the way the family funds were used. Cody seemed to withhold most of the important things from his now exes in his spiritual unions: love, time, money, and physical closeness. As a result, the women became more and more isolated each year. They created opportunities for new lives by separating from a man who didn't truly care about them as he should have. For Robyn, Cody will stop at nothing. She has stated that she enjoys spending money to improve her quality of life. At times, it appears that he would like to conserve money. With the exception of Cody's treasures, it's probable that Robyn's selections are present in their house. Perhaps Robyn picked the royal bedroom with its deep purple hues, or the Flintstones sink, encircled by Sedona's most ethereal amethysts. Despite their issues, Robyn and Cody continue to truck. What else are people able to do? The loss of Garrison Brown has left them in mourning. Nothing can alter it. It's the most heartbreaking thing that a parent will never get over. Therefore, it doesn't matter what Redditors think as long as they choose decor that makes them happy. It's commonly assumed that Cody doesn't hold the women that left him in high regard. He did, however, recently make it easier for them to afford the small pleasures in life. He gave Cody a bigger portion of the Coyote Pass land, for instance, when he redivisioned it. Thus, $305,000 was given to Mary and Janelle separately. That sum of money might change those women's lives. Kody Brown of Sister Wives might have acted in a gentlemanly manner, but it's possible that he was scared of being sued by Mary and Janelle, who didn't trust him to not take advantage of them. In the end, his actions speak for him, thus what he did was a good thing, regardless of his reasoning. He and Robyn own a lovely $2.1 million home in Flagstaff that is a new showplace. It's nice that he gave back to the women that supported him for decades because he is so much. The upcoming Sister Wives Tell-All special promises to be the most explosive installment yet, and at the heart of it all is none other than Janelle Brown, the calm and collected powerhouse who has officially decided to cut loose and let the truth rip wide open. For over a decade, Janelle was known as the steady hand of the Brown family. She was the one who kept the peace, handled the books, built the budget spreadsheets, and quietly endured Kody's erratic leadership and Robyn's growing dominance in the family dynamic. But those days are over. In the new previews for the highly anticipated tell-all, Janelle's gloves come off, and Kody and Robyn are squarely in the blast zone. No more sidestepping. No more passive-aggressive remarks. No more biting her tongue. Janelle isn't just speaking up. She's unleashing years of bottled frustration, and the red-hot truth bombs she drops are absolutely scorched earth level. Fans have waited years for this, and it's finally happening. The woman who once tried to make plural marriage work under impossible emotional terms is done pretending. The previews show Janelle looking straight into the camera, her voice calm but cutting, as she calls out what many fans have known all along, that Kody was never fair, that Robyn was always the favorite, and that the family didn't just fall apart, it was sabotage from the inside. One particularly viral moment already making waves on social media shows Janelle saying, "He wasn't interested in being a husband to any of us. Not really. Not unless we obeyed. And I'm not that woman anymore." Boom. Mic drop. The audience gasped, but no one was surprised. Janelle isn't interested in patching things up. She's done with the lies, the manipulation, and the delusions that Kody and Robyn continue to peddle. She says the quiet part out loud, and in doing so, becomes the mouthpiece for millions of women who saw themselves in her story. The woman who did everything right, who sacrificed, who stayed, until it broke her. And now, she's reclaiming her narrative on national television. Another preview clip shows Janelle directly confronting the role Robyn played in the family's collapse, and she does not mince words. She wanted monogamy from the beginning, Janelle says, staring daggers at the host. She came in with a different mindset, and Kody let her reshape everything. We were all expected to fall in line. And if that weren't enough, she adds with absolute clarity, it wasn't about building a family anymore, it was about protecting Robyn's comfort. That single sentence is already making headlines because it encapsulates what fans have felt in their gut for years. Robyn didn't just join the family, she absorbed it. She became the center. She became the only voice Kody cared to hear. And Janelle, who once tried to coexist peacefully with her, now sees the situation for what it truly was, a slow, calculated shift toward emotional monogamy, with everyone else left on the outside looking in. Janelle even talks about the final straw in her relationship with Kody. It wasn't one huge event. It was death by 1,000 paper cuts, him choosing Robyn's kids over hers, his constant disapproval of how she parented, his absence during times of grief, and his growing resentment when she didn't play the submissive role he clearly wanted. She reveals that Kody would only engage if she caved to his control. He wanted a partner who deferred. That's not a marriage. That's a dictatorship, she says in a chilling moment that left even the host stunned. Fans are calling it the most powerful quote from a Brown wife since Christine declared she was leaving. And it didn't stop there. Janelle also talked openly about her friendship with Christine, saying that it was their shared hurt and mutual awakening that made them realize they were stronger together without Kody. She gave me the courage, Janelle says tearfully. We realized we weren't crazy. We were just stuck in a system that didn't love us back. These words aren't just emotional. They're deeply freeing for viewers who have watched the slow unraveling of a man-centered household that demanded everything and returned very little. The tell-all isn't about drama for Janelle. It's about closure. It's about accountability. And for the first time, she's finally getting to say everything she held back for years, because for so long, she tried to play by the rules, tried to respect the structure of plural marriage, tried to believe that Cody was still the man she once loved. But in this special, she admits with haunting honesty, that man doesn't exist anymore. And if Janelle's powerful truth-telling wasn't enough to jolt Cody and Robyn, the fan reactions surely are. Social media has exploded in support of Janelle. Hashtags like hashtag Team Janelle, hashtag Free the Wives, and hashtag Expose Cody are trending across platforms. Fans are flooding Reddit and Twitter with praise for Janelle's bravery, her grace, and her long-overdue fire. People are calling it therapeutic, cathartic, and the moment we've waited 10 seasons for. Even longtime critics of the show admit this is the turning point, the moment the wives stop surviving and start thriving. Robyn's reaction in the previews is telling. She looks stunned, wounded, and, some might say, unprepared. She mumbles things about miscommunication and hurt feelings, but the public is no longer falling for the tears. Robyn may have cried wolf too many times, and now, with Janelle delivering such clear and calm truth, the contrast is staggering. Cody, meanwhile, looks defensive, red-faced, and furious. He lashes out with lines like, "I was betrayed and they abandoned me," but his outrage doesn't land. It feels like a man losing control, trying to rewrite a story that's already been documented in dozens of episodes. Viewers can see right through it. The tell-all doesn't just expose the cracks in Cody's version of events, it shows who really held the family together all along. And spoiler alert, it wasn't him. Perhaps the most revealing moment of the preview comes when Janelle is asked if she thinks there's a chance at reconciliation. Her answer? With Cody? Absolutely not. That chapter is closed. And she says it with a small smile. A peaceful one. She's not angry. She's not bitter. She's free. And that's the emotional gut punch of it all. Janelle's journey from dutiful wife to empowered woman is no longer unfolding quietly behind the scenes. She's telling her story, out loud, on the biggest stage the show offers. And in doing so, she's inspiring viewers, shaking the foundation of the series, and perhaps most importantly, finally living her truth. The tell-all is not just another post-season wrap-up. It's a reckoning. And Janelle Brown is the one holding the mirror up to Cody and Robyn. Whether they choose to look in it or not, that's on them. But the rest of the world is watching, and this time, they're not on Cody's side. There's no denying that when it comes to sister wives, Cody and Robyn Brown have always danced to the beat of their own drum, but nothing highlights just how off-kilter their wavelength truly is, like a good, hard look at their personal taste. From bizarre home decor choices and eyebrow-raising fashion statements to the eyebrow-raising way they style their emotional lives, Cody and Robyn's preferences are, well, quirky at best, head-scratching at worst. Fans have often joked that the pair live in their own reality, one that has little to do with practicality, modern trends, or even good sense. But with every new episode, social media is flooded with commentary asking the same thing. What exactly is going on with their style? And it's not just a matter of aesthetics. It reflects a deeper disconnect between Cody and the rest of the world, including his ex-wives and even his own kids. Whether it's their taste in furniture, hello, that aggressively Tuscan-themed house Robyn picked, or Cody's ever-evolving hairdos that seem like throwbacks to 90s heavy metal concerts gone wrong, everything about their vibe seems just a little off. For example, fans haven't forgotten the infamous velvet paintings and dramatic drapes that seemed plucked from a medieval playhouse, not a suburban home in Arizona. Add to that Robyn's obsession with ornate, oversized accessories and lace-trimmed everything, and you've got a household that looks less like a modern family unit and more like a low-budget gothic soap opera. Remember when she proudly displayed furniture with curlicue carvings and mismatched upholstery that clashed with every wall in sight? People were speechless, not in awe, but in awestruck confusion. One viewer tweeted, "It's like Pinterest and a haunted castle had a baby and it wasn't cute." And let's talk about Cody's closet. From leather jackets that scream midlife crisis to shirts that seem to come from the I Still Think It's 2004 catalog, Cody's fashion is a saga of its own. He's rocked everything from pirate blouses to fringe-lined western wear, often accessorized by that golden mane of hair that he insists on curling and flipping like he's starring in his own shampoo commercial. Fans have called it everything from cringe couture to cowboy cosplay, and honestly, they're not wrong. But perhaps the quirkiest thing about Cody and Robyn's taste isn't in what they wear or how they decorate. It's how they interpret relationships, family, and emotional boundaries. The way they speak about loyalty and obedience often feels like something out of a Renaissance fair fever dream. Robyn once talked about being the obedient wife and how her loyalty to Cody is above everything, including logic, fairness, and shared parenting responsibilities. It's as if they've constructed a fantasy world in which Cody is the benevolent king and Robyn is his eternally devoted queen, while everyone else is either a peasant or a threat.